loosen up your Thanksgiving skills, because live from Louisville, Kentucky, it's time for your weekly dose of action, surprises, and a whole lot of racing fun. It's our special Thanksgiving show edition of Chao Racing 2017 with your thankful host, Brandon Channing. Hello, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm so thankful you came to our parade. Are you ready for some Chao Racing fun? Yes, we are. And hello to your fans home. Welcome to our Thanksgiving show here on Chao Racing 2017. And everyone is so thankful that we were able to see all the Chao Racing today. And it promises to be exciting fun. But before we do, we want to let you know that we have our first playoff rankings for the upcoming 2018 playoffs in a couple weeks from now, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. Paul, tell us all about the first playoff rankings of the season. So, currently in the lead in the men's individual rankings is Harold Miller with an impressive record of 15-9. Of course, his running will be a factor throughout much of the rest of the season. Meanwhile, sliding into second place, we have the License to Drive out here senior, currently at 14-10. And then Donald Vennings at number 3, and Gary Coles at number 4, and Glenn Murray at number 5 are each tied with 13-11, so this should be an exciting contest. Tied for 12-12 is Luke Green in 6th place, and Kyle Leachman in 7th place, and so on down to Vince Easton, who's currently making the top 8 and has an 11-3 record with the AC. The other Chao that are still alive in the competition are John Miller in 9th place and Chalu Pickles in 10th place are defending champion, each with an 11-3 record, and Chris Schneider, Ricky Nelson, Raymond Shorte, and Frank Fernando are tied with 10-14. They're in the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th positions respectively. For the tag team standings, in which we're going to have in this week's episode here in Louisville, Kentucky, our current standings are Donald Vennings and Luke Green with an undefeated record of 7-0. They currently have the number 1 seed for the moment. Vince Dayson and Glenn Melly and Kyle Richmond and Bobby Kay at the number 2 and 3 seeds are tied with 6-1. And currently making the cut is the Miller Traders at the number 4 seed with 5-2. And the two teams still alive, also with a 5-2 ranking, are Al Heen Jr. and Chris Manacos are defending tag team champions. They're at the number 5, and Garrett Dayton and Efron Kingsley currently sitting at number 6. And for the women's division standings, we have Cindy Newton at the number 1 seed and Olivia Fortin at the number 2 seed. She is the defending 4th place participant. Are currently tied at 7-2. While Christina Bennett, the wife of Antonio Bennett, currently sits in 3rd place with a record of 6-3, and Helen Benjamin, our defending 3rd place contender, is at the number 4 seed with 5-4. And also with a 5-4 record, still alive and hunt for the Women's Division Championship, is Wheeler Posey, currently sits in 5th place. Back to you in Brandon Channing's. Alright, we'll have more exciting action in just a little bit, so be sure to tune in for all of the exciting action on our Thanksgiving show here on Chao Racing 2017. We'll be right back. So, as the first group of the participants are making their way towards the starting gate to start Week 23's action, we'd like to take this time to thank all of our national charities and donation process groups for helping the less fortunate this holiday season, and we hope that they'll have many good surprises to be thankful for the remaining of the holiday season. And now, Paul, it's time for Week 23's action on Chao Racing 2017 here in Louisville, Kentucky. So, tell us, who do we have first? Well, Brandon, I think we should start off our Thanksgiving feast recipe with the Luck of the Irish, our fabulous warrior Steve Linkman and Raymond Shorte taking on Nick Saiwan and Richard Hasselhoff. Everyone is thankful for these teams, but only one of them will prevail in the other run, so without further ado, please start the race! Okay, the first two teams are making a way towards the rainbow path, and it looks like number 1 is correct. Chao Racing will be left behind in the crowd. The 2 teams are making their way towards the palm trees now, as the fans are on their feet for all of our teams, trying to make one step closer towards making the Tag Team Championship, or at least coming back next season for 2018. Right now, man, one Shante is dancing to beat. Rich Household is leading over his partner Nick Saiwan. Seaway Man is right on his tail. And what will these Chow be doing? It looks like number 2 is pausing for 1. And man, one Shante is heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speedless is number 1, who desperately needs to catch him every now and then. And it looks like number 7 is going to be heading for the water. Grandma Shante, who's in the water, is swimming like crazy as speed race number 2 in this race. We made by none other than Richard Hasselhoff, who went to rest for a while, but now he wakes up immediately, trying to get back in this one. Steve Wingman is also trying to catch up. Remember that his swimming is the key to his advantage later on in the race. And it looks like Nick Simon's going to so he's going to join Steve Wingman at numbers 1 and 8 in the dust, all the way in the back. As the next speed is made by number 2, who dominates over the force of Chow and the others in second place. Right now is Ramon Shante on the Lucky Irish, who has a commanding lead over the other team, with Richard Hasselhoff battling with number 2 for second place, along with number 2. And let's see who will get the next command because it is Nick Saiwan, that's who's trying to catch up in hell, yeah, and he got some help. Right now it looks like a couple of Chow and Steve Wingman are getting left behind in the competition all the way back. And down goes number 1. That's going to cause a serious damage. And number 1 pauses for more, so he's going to be left behind in competition for a while. Next US belongs to number 8, who leads number 1 in dead meat all the way in the back. And back with fun, Ramon Shante is getting tailgated by Richard Hasselhoff. The other 2 Chow are also catching up to them as number 1, who desperately needs help for the second time in this race, gets to number 10. That makes his second speed to the race, but he's still in last place behind pack. Right now, Ramon Shante and Richard Hasselhoff have both reached the top of the wall, heading into past the waterfall. And who got the next one is Nick Simon. That makes his second speed race, trying one last effort to catch up to Ramon Shante. And it looks like Ramon Shante is going to hold on Richard Hasselhoff for the lead. And it looks like Steve Wingman is going to catch up to him in a hurry. There he goes. Steve Wingman is going to assist Ramon Shante to an easy victory. And even with Richard Hasselhoff's speedless, he won't be able to catch up to him in time. Steve Wingman assists Ramon Shante to the victory for the Lucky Irish. The Lucky Irish is our first winner of our Thanksgiving special, as Ramon Shante barely gets the last speedless to close out the base, and he is smiling because Steve Wingman helped him out with a victory. Alright, they ain't done in this one. Let's see what happens early on. Yeah, there's more time coming up. Do not go away. Alright, for the second race of the night, Classic meets Modern once again, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. Yep, it's the Classic Go-Getters, the next generation superstar Antonio Bennett and the prototype wizard Chris Schneider against the Go-Getters 2.0. That is the Diamond Cutter Ricky Nelson and Rusty Easton Replay Jackington. And there's a little get on lineup for this race. Let's see whether it will be Classic or Modern who wins this bout. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, the next 2 teams are off and running as the Classic Go-Getters and the all-new Go-Getters 2.0 make their way towards the palm trees, and the fans are cheering them all their might for both Go-Getter teams. Which one of these Go-Getter teams will prevail in the end? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, it is Ricky Nelson of the Go-Getters 2.0 who have command of the lead up before John the Catwoman. And what will he be doing? It looks like he is going to be heading for the water, trying to gain some ground as his partner, Rusty Instantly Jackington, wins the winning toss, taking the bitches to come one. Right now, the Classic Go-Getters are getting left behind in competition. But guess who really is way behind in the competition? It's number 8, that's who. And Antonio Bennett was going to rest just before he headed water. And number 8 pauses for a moment, trying to get some attention here, as he will take speedless number 2 in this race. And oh no! Antonio Bennett, the next generation superstar, has actually took a shortcut! looks like the classic go-getters might prevail this round. We'll soon know as next BS we made by number 1. I can't believe Antonio Bennett is leaning for the classic go-getters after he took a shortcut. Unbelievable effort. Right now, number 8 is getting left behind in the competition as we pass the 1 minute mark. And it looks like number 7 is also left behind in the competition all the way in the back. But let's head back to number 1 for the moment, as he holds on to Eastman Jenkington, and now he is battling with Chris Schneider for 5th place to come on. Right now, Antonio Bennett has a commanding lead over his opponents right now. I don't think anyone will catch up to him in a hurry. Next BS belongs to number 2, who dominates over the 4-7 Chao easily in the middle pack. Poor number 8 is still all alone in last place and is getting left behind in the competition. But all too bad, so sad. We're heading back to number 2 as he continues to dominate over the 4-7 Chao. Good domination for number 2. He went a little too far, but he's still dominating over the competition. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for numbers 1 and 2, and Ricky Nelson will out in the next career SBS, and it looks like Christian Harris going to rest, but I think his team should be happy with the result for this week. Yep, they're going to do it right over there. Got the classic go-getters! Antonio Bennett, Christian Harris, prevail over the go-getters 2.0. They won this round, and it looks like Chris Schneider will out in the next career SBS, as let's see Eastman Jenkington swims like crazy. Number 7 is getting left behind in the competition. And number 8 has no hope for the mind whatsoever as the race comes to a close. Alright, so the classic go-getters are back on track towards coming back next season. That's right, one more win and you can definitely be back next season. Back in the bid to not go away. Alright, tell us who we have next. Racing a free will feature Evan Crosby and Al Holmes, taking on David Howley and Gordon Lambert. And there's a look at the lineup for these two teams. Trying desperately for one last hope to stay alive late in the season. Let's find out who will get that chance. Let's rock this place! And it looks like Gordon Lambert's gonna rest. That means Evan Crosby and Al Holmes will have a 2-1 advantage over the 2015 Rising Stars champion David Howley. And look at that, David Howley is policy for more, which means Evan Crosby and Al Holmes will have full control of the lead of the two teams right now. And now they're both going to eat the fruit. And it looks like both of these Chao are dancing to the beat. Let's see who will get the opening toss for this phase. It's going to be made by Eric Crosby, that's who. And number 1 is the rest of expected to drop down a couple of places. Probably to 7th place. And it looks like Al Holmes and David Howley are both going to rest. So these two Chao are going to get high. David Howley will have to wind up in last place for the moment. So now David Howley really needs to catch up. And it looks like David Howley is trying his best to gamble for his life as number 7 was the US number 2 in this phase. And David Howley failed to make it happen. He retains last place for a while. Right now up in the front is Eric Crosby and Al Holmes. And Al Holmes takes the next command spears, trying to lead Eric Crosby for the lead over 111 and Cameron. Right now is David Howley and number 8, who are both getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back of the pack. But who really got the next command spears? As we pass the 1 minute mark, it is number 1 who gets it, trying to lead number 7 in the dust. Right now, Alan Holmes and Eric Crosby are trying to desperately to prevent Gordon Lambert from catching up to them in a hurry. Let's see what happens in the early one. As the next appearance will be made by number 7, and look at that. He now has control of the lead over the 4-7 Chao over David Howley because number 1 is turning for more. Meanwhile, number 8 is getting left behind in the competition after losing to David Howley all the way in the back. I don't think he'll be able to catch up in a hurry. Next appearance belongs to Gordon Lambert, the mind leader of Chao Racing 2017, trying his best to catch up to both Al Holmes and Eric Crosby up in the front of the pack. Al Holmes currently leads with Eric Crosby right in on his tail in 2nd place. And here comes Gordon Lambert with a second to speed bus. He doesn't need a rest. And it looks like Eric Crosby pauses for one. While now Al Holmes is trying to defend his lead over Gordon Lambert as they make their way towards the home stretch. And number 7 will get another turn. That makes his second speed of the race, trying to lead over the 4th to Chao Racing and David Howley. And it looks like the heading finish line. And it looks like Gordon Landmark would have a chance to stay alive with next command POS, but Al Holmes holds off Gordon Landmark for the victory. So Evan Coffey and Al Holmes are winners of this race after they dominate for much of the race. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by number 1. That makes it second speed bus race, and here we numbers 2 and 8 in the dust. Alright, so despite one last heroic effort by Gordon Landmark, Al Holmes and Al Coffey made this race one nice and easy. That's why everyone said the best of the week's action after we hear a word from this. Alright, this next contest features the 2015 Tag Team Champions. Right, Paul? Right, it is today's brothers, Tommy and his older brother, Kenny, taking on the great Louis Charleston and the black guy, Hunter Brown. Let's see if today's brothers can get back in this one for us coming back next season. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Okay, so today's brothers are trying their best to make the cut for next year's 2018 roster so that they will have another chance to fulfill the championship all over again. Bruce Johnson and Hunter Brown are trying their best not to miss the cut in the hunt for coming out next season. And it looks like Kenny Days will have coming on the lead up in the front ahead of Hunter Brown as the first superstar to get speed bus is his partner, Tommy Days. Big Joey, as a matter of fact. And he's going to try to get some attention. That means Louis Johnson will have a move up to do. And number 7 and 8 will be catching up a little bit. And it looks like number 7 squad rest as speed bus number 2 this race we may by Hunter Brown over at the bridges. Right now it is the great Louis Johnson who is swimming with one of the silver chow. And it looks like Kenny Days squad rest with commanding lead over Hunter Brown in the count 1. He currently leads over the 8 chow in the count 1. He is leading for the day's bonus over the other team. And who got the next one is number 8, who desperately needs to catch up very now and then. Right now, Tommy Days also trying to catch up in a hurry. His team should have an easy command lead no matter what happens. We're passing the 1 minute mark as number 7 will get a turn out, leaving number 1 in dead meat all the way in the back. Meanwhile, Kenny Days is surely having a good time getting the lead over the great Louis Charleston and Hunter Brown, who's trying desperately to catch up to him, as the great Louis Charleston will the next command POS, and down goes Hunter Brown. That's going to cause some serious damage. Maybe a boo-boo indeed. Right now it is numbers 1 and 7 who are getting left behind on the competition. Number 8 is also left behind in the competition. And down goes number 1. That's going to cause serious damage. Numbers 1 and 7 really need some help, and I mean now. Which one man got it? It's number 1. So here we number 7 left behind in the dust. And back up in front, Kenny Days getting tailgated by Hunter Brown, who's catching up to him with all his wins of wisdom. He is making a comeback against Kenny Days, and he's good. So I do believe the Days brothers are going to sell away an easy victory, don't you think? Next PS belongs to Big Cherry Tommy Days. That makes his second speed race to the race. And my number 7 is getting left behind in the competition still. And I think number 8 is going to rest, yeah. And number 7 is going to rest as well. So he's going to be left behind in the competition all the way back. As he will take the next command speed bus, Kenny Days is going to assist Tommy Days for an easy victory over Louis Charleston and Hunter Brown. And you have it today for a secure another easy victory. That was a good combination by Kenny and Tommy, coming in first, and second place is back away over the great Louis Johnson, who comes in third place to have a loss, as number 7 is better close this one out with back-to-back speed runs. And that is going to do it for this race. So the Days brothers can celebrate. Yeah, I do believe they should have a chance to come back next season thanks to that win. Let's see what happens in the New York one. Coming out, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Okay, who do we have next, Paul? Race number 5 will feature the License on Destiny, last year's runner-up, consisting of Al Hean Sr. and RJ Upton, or OG for short, taking on the Metal Busters, our defending champion Chad Pickles, and the Crime Buster policeman Rusty Williamson. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race! And it looks like Alien Senior and Chao Pickles are defending champion and runner-up respectively. They're both going west. So that means RJ Upton, or OG Upton for short, and the Crime Buster Rusty Wilson will have the opening edge up in the front as they shake the palm trees. Let's find out where they are as the two challenge going to eat the fruit. Rusty Wilson's going to have come in the lead, following for a second by OG Upton of License of Destiny. And who will get the going toss in this race? It's number 1 who gets it. Trying desperately to get back in this one. Right now, Chao Pickles, his name seems to be all the way in the back of the pack. I highly doubt he's going to get any wins this season so far. And it looks like number 2 is going to rest, so he's better to drop down to last place. And Chao Pickles is going to be heading for the water. As number 2, who wakes up first now, takes Beavis number 2 in this race. He's still way beyond the competition. Right now, it is OG Upton of License of Destiny, leading over Rusty Williamson of the Metal Busters up in the front as they make their way towards the top of the hill and heading into the next portion of the course. And who got the next Beavers? It is the License to Drive, Alien Senior, who is our defending runner-up. He won back-to-back titles in 2012 and 2013, as a matter of fact. Right now, number 2 is getting left behind as he passed the 1 minute mark in the design race. Who got the next P-Winners? It is our defending champion, the Metal Fusionist, Chao Pickles. Meanwhile, OG Upton is trying to hold off Rusty Williamson as they make their way towards the southward portion, the checkered path. Will he hold on for a victory? We'll soon know. Next PS belongs to number 2. He finally gets help, and look at that. Number 7 was positive for once, but now he will lead number 2 in the dust, all the way in the back. Number 7 dust. And it looks like Alien Senior will get another turn, making his second speed of the race, catching up to the Metal Fusion Chao Pickles, and Rusty Williamson is going to rest. That means OG Upton, here comes Rusty Williamson, trying to get back the lead from OG Upton. Now, I thought this would be a shiny corner, but anyway, there's going to be a shiny soul now as number 8, while the next command is PUS, trying to lead number 2 in dust. Right now, poor number 7 is getting all along last place, or it's about to get all along last place, as the Metal Fusion and Chao Pickles. While the next command is that makes it his next PS race, but I do believe the License of Destiny is going to prevail over the Metal Busters once again. OG Upton is going to lead Rusty Williamson in the dust, as number 8 takes his second PS race, dominating over the force of the Chao. The License of Destiny are going to be one step closer to coming back next season. OG Upton and Alien Senior are winners. OG holds on Rusty Williamson for an easy victory. Good teamwork by the License of Destiny, as Chao Pickles will cause us to be a sad loss. I told you I will highly doubt he will get any wins so far. I don't think he'll get any wins so far. So, OG Upton leads Alien Senior to the win. That's why I will set the rest of this week's action at the Wii Hill Wilderness. Alright, time for one more race and we'll be halfway through week 23. Alright, for the men's division portion, of course, race number 6 of the tag team will feature the Miller Trainers, Howard and Dave Miller, against Ryan Christian and Thomas Linklater, as we take a look at the whole lineup, making our way towards left to right. There's the lineup ready to go, and let's have a Chao race. And there goes Howard Miller busting down the line, practicing his money he practiced all week long. He's on a mission to fulfill his Cinderella season for both individually and in tag team play. Alex did a pretty good job keeping up the pace, and there we go. He ate the fruit, and now he's off and running. Let's watch the other fleet channel. It looks like Dave Miller will have to come in second place, behind Ryan Christian, who is in third place in the Cowboy. And as Dave Miller heads for the water, the first superstar to get speed bus is Thomas Linklater, who's trying to hold on number 7 for 4th place, and it looks like number 8 is Split Rest all the way in the back of the pack. So he's going to be left behind in the competition for a while. And as he heads for the water, BUS number 2 in this race, we may by number 7, who's trying to hold on number 2 over at the bridges. There goes Thomas Linklater at 1 in the Silver Channel, busting down the water, swimming like crazy. Right now, Thomas Linklater is currently the Silver Channel in the dust, but he is like a job, and he will with the next command BS. That makes his second BS race. Right now it is Ryan Christian who is actually catching up to Howard and Dave Miller because Howard Miller is one of us. So Ryan Christian will have a little bit of time to do. But as we pass the 1 minute mark in sideways, I do believe Howard Miller is going to be off and running again. It does a couple of moments from now. Yep, as the next US we made by number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. I think he needs some more help. Alright. Right now, Thomas Winkler also trying to stay alive towards coming back next season. But right now, all eyes are glued to number 2 as he gets back to Max US. Now trying to hold on number 7 and 8 for D-Line. And it looks like Dave Miller is assisting Howard Miller on the power formula. With Howard Miller getting ready to rise of the boy, well, he's going to get easy. Next PS belongs to number 7. That makes it second speed space. And right now, number 8 won't get a speed bump before he hits the wall. He is going to be left behind of the competition. Along with the also Chao, number 1 leading well for short distance. And who got the next one? It is Thomas Winkler. That makes his third speed bump base. But I don't think he'll be able to catch up in the hurry. Howard and Dave Miller are going to finish in first and second place respectively. Over Ryan Christian's going to be in third place. And this time, Thomas Winkler goes for consecutive. But our big winners on this race are Howard and Dave of the Miller Traders, coming in first and second place, respectively. And right now, for number 2, and they are getting that behind the competition. That makes 16 wins for Howard Miller. He still has the best record of the 48 stars after an amazing win. That's right, he's doing a pretty good job. A couple more wins, and he should be able to clinch a spot in the playoffs. We'll be back in the second half of Tag Team Action after this. Do not go away. So it's the second half of our Thanksgiving special for the men's division tag team play. And here's Paul to tell us about race number 7. Paul? Okay, race number 7 will feature the Dazzling Aces, John Miller and Fred Harrison, taking on the Wonky Top Boy, Joey Lang, and his partner, the Lucky Charm, M.H. Ningo. And this one will be the first race to feature the Golden Chow this week. Let's see if they have enough A game to beat those Golden Chow. Let's rock this place! Okay, so it's the Golden Chow this time instead of the usual Silver Chow that we use all the time. Right now, the 2 teams and 4 Golden Chow are making their way towards the palm trees. And the coconuts are on the floor, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Jerry Lang will have command and lead up in the front. And it looks like John Miller is quarterback, so he's going to be left behind the competition for a while. As number 1 will have the first opening toss to start off the second half of the men's division tag team. Right now it looks like Jerry Lang and number 2 are both swimming in the water, trying to gain some ground in the early run. As Speedbus number 2 in this race was made by Fred Harrison, the lone rider of Chao Racing 2016, trying desperately to get back in this one. Right now it is M.H. Ningo, the Lucky Charm, who really needs some help. But it's back to Fred Harrison, and the lone rider is on his feet. His team currently has the lead because John Miller is not giving up his dream just yet. The bad boy is in the lead, folks, and M.H. Ningo will get a turn now, trying to lead numbers 1 and 8 in us. Right now it is number 7 who is way behind in the competition as we pass the 1 minute mark into this exciting race. Number 1 and number 8 are also left behind for a while. But who really got the next command speakers? It is the walkie-talkie boy himself, Jerry Lang of Chao Racing. Meanwhile, it is John Miller. The bad boy is climbing up the wall. He has reached the top of the wall. And now down he comes towards the stretch. Let's find out what will happen in the early run. Next PS belongs to number 7, who's trying to hold on M.H. Ningo for dear life all the way back. Uh-oh, Jerry Lang better hurry up. He wants to catch up to John Miller. He doesn't want to settle for a loss in a hurry. Jerry Lang is trying his best. He's going to get the next command speakers, but I don't think he'll have enough distance to catch up to the bad boy John Miller time. Looks like the Dazzling Aces are going to celebrate another easy victory over John Lang and M.H. Ningo. The Dazzling Aces, John Miller and Fred Harrison are winners for this race. As number 1, we'll get the next command speakers, leaving the other 2 in dust, and M.H. Ningo in the dust. M.H. Ningo at number 7 are getting left behind the competition. Well, I do believe one of them is going to get the next match POS, and it will be. It's going to be number 7 who gets it. So, we will leave Evan Nico left behind in the dust, all the way in last place. Jerry Lang will come in second place, followed by number 2 and number 1. As number 7 is better to close this one out with back-to-back POS, leaving poor Evan Nico in last place. Alright, so John Miller and Fred Harrison worked together, and the Dazzling Aces have won. That's why congratulations to them, and there's more stuff coming out, so do not go away. Okay, time for the next race, Paul. Race number 8. You got it. Race number 8 will feature our defending champions, Alvin Jr. and Chris Vanakos, and it will be battling against the Friendly Demon number fighter and the Metro Cowboy Benny Mullen. The players are lined up and ready to go. Both teams are ready to rumble. And please start the race. Okay, so which one will have the lucky dip in our Thanksgiving feast for this next race? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like number 5 is right. So it looks like Alvin Jr. and Chris Vanakos will have a 2-on-1 advantage over the Metro Cowboy Benny Mullen. And right now, Alvin Jr. and Benny Mullen are both eating the fruit, and there they go, busting down the line. Alvin Jr. currently leads over Benny Mullen by a short yardage, and it looks like Alvin Jr. and Benny Mullen are both heading for the water. As the first superstar to get a speed boost is Chris Vanakos, one half of our defending tag team champions. He's also heading for the water. And right now, number 2 is getting left behind in the competition, all the way in the back of the pack, as Chris Vanakos, our defending tag team co-champion, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders. All 4 of our Chao are neck to neck, heading into the hill. And it looks like number 2 taunts for one, as he will get the next command speeders. And right now he is going to catch up a little bit because some of the Chao are pausing for one. Right now up in the front, it is Norman Fighter who has the lead after taking a rest for a moment. And right now the others are also rapidly catching up to him in a hurry. And who will get the next command speeders? It's back to Chris Vanakos, making his first speeders in the race. And he wants to make it a showdown down from the edges. We'll see now in the home stretch. Meanwhile, number 8 is getting left behind in the competition, with number 7 leading over the 4th to a Chao. And number 8 will get a turn out, trying to take the lead over 4th to a Chao with the others. And back in front, Alvin Jr., Norman Fighter, and Benny Mullen are all coming out the wall. And here comes Chris Vanakos. What's going to happen in the home stretch? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 8. Now he gains the ground over the 4th to a Chao. And now he's trying to leave the other 4th to a Chao in the dust after being left behind for a while. Our 4 Chao up in the front. Our 2 tag teams are approaching the home stretch. First, let's head back to number 8 and he can say adios to the 4th to a Chao. He dominates in 5th place. And right now numbers 1 and 2 are going to rest, so they're going to be left behind in the competition for a while. As number 1 will get the next command speeders, try to lead number 2 in dust, and number 7 is going to it's better to drop down in last place. As Benny Mullen leads number 5 to the victory over the champs. What a deal by number 5 Benny Mullen. As number 1 has been the closest one out with back-to-back speeders. Yep, Paul, it was an exciting one. Back in the thing, do not go away. Alright, there's still a couple more races left of our tag team action this week. That's why one of those races will feature, for race number 9, Alex Mongeson and Will Linkson taking on Chuck Dixon and Gary Coles. Gary Coles, of course, is in the hunt for a playoff contention. Let's see if he can get another win this week. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race. Alright, so Gary Coles is trying to move one step closer towards fulfilling another chance at earning his first career title in the World Championship playoffs in a couple weeks from now. Right now, the 2 teams are going to shake the palm trees. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Will Inkson and Alex Markinson unexpectedly will have the upper hand, because both members of the other team are dancing to the beat. And it looks like Will Inkson and Alex Markinson are both heading for the water, as the first superstar gets beat is number 2. And it looks like number 1 transformer trying to get some attention here. Right now it is number 8 and Gary Coles, who are getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back of the pack. As Gary Coles was speed bus number 2 in this race, and look at that. Number 7 on the rest, so Gary Coles will move up a couple of places. Right now, Alex Markinson and Will Inkson have a commanding lead. They're dominating the lead for the moment. But anything can happen in the Chao Racing universe. That's what we say, and it should be a exciting one. Like this one. Chuck Dixon will have the next capacity, trying to make a statement in the early run. Right now it is number 7 and 8 who are getting left behind the competition as we pass the 1 minute mark in this race. Which one of them will get the next command speed race? It's number 8, Natsu. Now he's trying to lead number 7 in the dust. And back with fun, Alex Markinson and Will Inkson currently dominating, but Chuck Dixon is rapidly catching up to them in a hurry. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next just belongs to number 1, and look at that. Chuck Dixon's good, right? So he's going to move up a couple places. And right now, number 7 is getting all alone last place behind the pack. He's going to need a couple of speeders to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Trying desperately to catch up with the crowd. And back with fun, Will Inkson is one of us. And look at this, folks. Chuck Dixon actually used his powers to catch up to the other team. As he will get another speed bus, that makes his second speed race. Uh-oh, he's trying to take the lead away from Will Inkson and Alex Markinson. What's going to happen? Right now, Gary Coles is cheering on Chuck Dixon, trying to make a statement in the early run. Battling with number 2 at the camera. As he will have the next command speeders. And it looks like, yes! Chuck Dixon has made the pass from Alex Markinson and Will Inkson. They're going to spoil an upset, folks. As Gary Coles takes back-to-back speed runners, Chuck Dixon and Gary Coles hold off Alex Markinson and Will Inkson to secure a top victory. After the other team dominated for much of the race, Chuck Dixon made a statement at the very end. That's right, what an exciting race. We'll be back with more exciting action right after this. Alright, time for race number 10. You got it. Race number 10 will feature the Gangnam Style dancer Garrett Dayton and the Haunting West F1 Kingsley taking on the Success Dude, Jeff Norris, and the Hammerjack, Frankfurt Natal. Everyone is on the clock, and now off. Let's see which team will come out on top in this race. The 4 are making their way towards the Rainbow Path, trying to gain some ground in the early run, and Frankfurt Natal is scoreless. That means he's better be left behind in the competition for a while. The other 3 are going to eat the food, and it looks like Garrett Dixon and F1 Kingsley are dancing to the beat. And there goes Jeff Norris. He's going to have the upper hand for his team. And as he heads for the water, the first superstar to get beat is number 7, who's trying desperately to get back in this one. And it looks like Frankfurt Natal is getting left behind in competition. And it looks like number 8 Torrance for more and trying to get some attention here. And he's good at, so he's going to be left behind in competition in last place. Frankfurt Natal is getting left behind in 7th place. As the Haunting West F1 Kingsley takes B-Bus number 2 in this race, catching up to both his partner Garrett Dayton, the Gangnam Style Master, and the Success Dude, Jeff Norris. In a freeway battle for the lead, poor number 8 is getting left behind in the competition all the way back. As number 7 will get another turn, that makes his second speed bus in the race, trying to hold on Frankfurt Natal at number 2 for DUI. Frankfurt Natal at number 2 are getting left behind in the competition. They're battling for 6th and 7th place all the way back. But number 8 is the real deal, who is way behind the competition after we pass the 1 minute mark sideways. But let's head back to number 7. That makes his first speed bus of the race after back-to-back speed bus. Meanwhile, it is Jeff Norris trying to hold off Garrett Dayton and F1 Kingsley, making their way towards the hill. what's gonna happen? It looks like F1 Kingsley will get another turn. That makes his second speed best of the race. And right now, poor number 8 is getting all alone last play. I don't think we'll get any more speed best for a while. He's gonna be left behind in competition for sure. Next speed best belongs to the Golden Star Master, Gary Dayton. He doesn't need to go to rest. And look at that. He's gonna pass Gemini because the other two Chao are going to rest. And right now, Frank Fornator is also going to rest, along with number 1 and number 7. Trying to get some attention as he will get the next command speed best. Trying to lead number 8 in the dust. Right now, it is the Golden Star Master, Gary Dayton, trying to wrap it up against Jeff Norris up at the front. And it looks like F1 Kingsley is going to celebrate with the Golden Star. He's going to get an extra speed best as his partner, Gary Dayton, leads him towards the victory over Jeff Norris. That was a fine victory by Gary Dayton and F1 Kingsley. They're going to do the Golden Star dance today, and the fans are going to do that as well. No doubt about it. And we have just enough time for one more speed bust in this race, and it will be made by number 1. And number 8 is getting left behind in the competition all the way back. Alright, so the fans can do the run on the Golden Star. That's why Gary Dayton and F1 Kingsley are victorious this month. Coming up, we got more inside action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, Paul, this next race is very important for these next two teams. Tell us why. Okay, race number 11 will feature Vince Stason and Greg Murray against Kyle Leachman and Bobby Kay. The two teams are currently tied for the second place at 6-1. This race will decide what the fate will unfold for these two teams. The winner will go on to face the undefeated Donald Reynolds and Luke Green in next month's tag team action. So, whoever wins this one will have a chance to clinch the number 1 seed next month. That's what we're going to line up for this race. And coming up next segment, we have Donald Reynolds and Luke Green looking to remain undefeated against Wardlow Craigson and Aaron Miller, the 2016 tag team champions. And it should be an exciting one. So that being said, let's send it down to the field. Everyone is on the clock. And we start this race. Alright, the two teams are off and running in the shadows of the exciting main event. First, we gotta decide who will face Donald Reynolds and Luke Green next month to determine the number 1 seed in this year's tag team playoffs. Will it be Vince Stason and Greg Murray who will get that chance, or will it be Kyle Leachman and Bobby Kay who will have a chance at the number 1 seed? We'll soon know. And while most challenges to the beat, Bobby Kay will have coming early up in the front, as Vince Stason will have the opening toss this time around, but that's way to catch up. And look at that, a couple of silver challenges on the rest, all with number 1. Number 1 is going to rest, so he's going to be left behind in the competition all the way in back. Speed bus number 2 in this race will be made by Kyle Leachman, the average Joe fanatic of Chao Racing 2017. He is currently catching up to Greg Murray, the Human Flame. All bit of fun. Right now, number 1 is getting left behind in competition. Looks like Bobby Kay and number 8 are also getting left behind. And it's going to be number 8 who will have the next command speed bus, trying to lead the other two challenges and Bobby Kay and us. And right now, Kyle Leachman and Glenn Murray are making their way towards the sapphire portion of the course. Remember, Glenn Murray's swimming can be a key to a victory here. Let's find out who will get the next command speed bus. It's going to be Bobby Kay who gets it. He had the upper hand for a while, but now he's trying desperately to get back in this one. Numbers 1 and 2 are also getting left behind along with Bobby Kay. But it's number 7 who dominates over the 4th to Chao and Bobby Kay with the next command speed bus. Meanwhile, Kyle Leachman and Glenn Murray are approaching the 1-1 with Vince Stason right on their tail in 3rd place. And number 7 is going long too. Soon we'll know which team will face Donald Reynolds and Luke Green in next month's tag team format. Next speed bus belongs to the Bobby Mayer Bobby Kay. That makes his second speed bus to the race. And right now, numbers 1, they are getting left behind the competition. They're not going to get a speed bus in time. They're going to hit the wall first. So they're going to be left behind along with number 2. And the next speed bus is going to be made by up in the middle of the pack. It's going to be Vince Stason who will get another turn. That makes his second speed bus to the race. And right now, it looks like Glenn Murray should be off and running with a swimming ability. There he goes. He's going to make the pass from Kyle Richmond. And his team is going to lead to a victory this week. As Bobby K takes the first speed bus in space. Wembley lifts Big Station towards the victory. So they are going to face Dolphins and Luke Queen in a revenge match next month to determine the #1 seed in the 2018 Tag Team Playoffs. Great job by those two players. And Bobby K goes for consecutive to close out the speed bus for the race. He will lead us to the main event next segment, while Wembley Mid-Season can celebrate. That's right, we'll present the main event in just a few minutes, but first let's hear a word from this. Alright, we're now serving the main course of our Thanksgiving feast here on Chao Racing 2017 Louisville. That's right, it's the main event, featuring our returning champions, Star Mannings and Luke Reed, currently undefeated at 7-0, as they take on the 2016 Tag Team Champions, Walter Gregson and the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller. And this month's main event is presented by Acme, helping donate canned goods to help the less fortunate for this holiday season, and every holiday season every year. Acme, always shop Acme, does more store for you. And you're in for something fresh with Acme this holiday season. Alright, so with that being said, let's send it down to the field one more time for to present our 23-23 main event. And please start the race! So, Donald Mannings and Luke Green are putting their careers on the line this week. If they win tonight, they will have a spot in the playoffs in a couple of weeks from now, and they will have a chance to move up to 8-0 in the 2017 season. Right now it is Walter Gregson and Steel Curtain Aaron Miller who have come in first and second place. And let's see who will get the opening toss for Week 23's action presented by Acme Shopping Markets. It's going to be Donald Mannings who gets it, trying desperately to get back in this one. His swimming ability might be a key factor. Right now he's getting left behind in the competition. Walter Gregson and the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller running wild on the hills. Oh, they fell over the bridges and down they go! That's going to cause a serious damage indeed. And Walter Gregson pauses for one. Oh, and down goes Luke Green. That's number 7. While the next comes SBS, that's going to cause a boom. And down goes Donald Mannings. Oh, all 4 of our challenge went down for the count. And number 8. While the next comes SBS, trying desperately to get back in this one. Right now is number 2, as we pass the 1 minute mark sideways. Number 2 is getting left behind in the competition, all the way in the back of the pack. But who really got the next command speed race? It's Donald Mannings, that's who. That makes his second speed race. He better hurry up if he wants to catch up to both the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller and Walter Gregson, who won the Tag Team title back in 2016 against the Logan the Irish. They're leading at the current moment. As the next PS we made by Luke Green, Donald Mannings' partner, he's also catching up to them in a hurry. Right now, number 2 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. Number 8, it seems like he's also left behind of the other 6 Chao. Which one will get the next class speed bus? It's going to be number 8. So he'll be number 2 left behind in the dust. Meanwhile, the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller has a commanding lead over his partner Walter Gregson and Donald Mannings. But Donald Mannings should get his avenge in any minute now, as number 7 will get the next command SBS. Try that way to catch up, and Donald Mannings pauses for one, but he should be off and running, trying to make a miracle statement against the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller, who's swimming in the whole stretch. I think he will be able to make it. Yep, he is going to make it with a room to spare. As number 8 takes the next SBS, Donald Mannings and Luke Green are your tag team mounts for the 3rd and final month in a month. So they now grew to 8-0 in the tag team format. They're still undefeated, folks, and they will clinch a spot in the 2018 tag team playoffs in a couple weeks from now. That means we'll have 2 new teams for next month's tag team main event, as well as I'm coming up with the women's division races after this.